Reagan didn't fix the American economy. He gave it a line of cocaine and told it to run a marathon. And then, with the help of deregulated media, he convinced half the country that they were chosen by God to be rich. This isn't edgy, it's history. Let me walk you through it. After World War II, America looked like an economic miracle. But here's the truth, we were not special. We were just the only thing left standing. Europe was rubble, Japan was ashes, China was closed, and America, we were the world's factory, the world's bank, and the world's supermarket. So yes, there was a boom, but it wasn't because of policy genius. It was a temporary monopoly on global function. By the 1970s, the rest of the world caught up. Oil shocks, foreign competition, a collapsing Bretton Woods system. We weren't failing, we were normalizing. But Jimmy Carter got scapegoated for that, labeled the high priest of malaise, and Reagan came in promising to turn the lights back on. Reagan's solution? Take the brakes off the economy. Deregulate Wall Street, crush unions, slash taxes for the wealthy, and start running deficits like their magic money. It worked for investors. The stock market popped. Private equity exploded. But real wages didn't rise. Inequality spiked. And entire regions, especially industrial and rural, never recovered. The debt tripled. The social safety net shrank. But the mood music, morning in America, baby, because the people hurting didn't have a radio station. Now here's where it gets really brilliant and dark. In 1987, Reagan's FCC repealed the Fairness Doctrine. Suddenly, you could broadcast pure ideology without balance. Enter Rush Limbaugh. He didn't just have a show, he had a pulpit. And his job? Mythologize the Reagan-era. Defend deregulation. Demonize dissent. And train millions of Americans to believe that anything left of Reagan was communism. Critics of the system, they were called anti-American. Facts about inequality, labeled class warfare. Any mention of structural racism or labor rights, socialism. And it worked. Because the media wasn't just a messenger, it became the faith keeper. Rush's job was easy because he wasn't creating belief, he was activating it. Boomers grew up steeped in American exceptionalism. They were told this country was chosen by Godfrey. They watched the Nazis fall, saw the moon landing, bought their homes with GI Bill money, and assumed this isn't luck, this is destiny. Yeah, so when Reagan told them the government was the problem and the market was God, it sounded like gospel, not economics, theology. And here's the part that really stings. I'm not saying anything new. All of this was written clearly and brilliantly by actual conservative thinkers. Andrew Basovich warned about the idolatry of power. Christopher Lasch saw the narcissism in consumer capitalism. Ross Douthat, David Frum, George Will, even Yuval Levin all called out the hollowness of Reaganism as religion. But here's the problem. Books don't beat TV, and TV can't outshout TikTok. Now we live in a country built on economic hangovers, media fantasy, and nostalgic cosplay. Reagan didn't save America, he just sold it a story. And we're still defending the high. If you're still chasing that buzz, ask yourself, was it freedom or was it fentanyl for the free market?